In this video, we will consider the relation between angular momentum and the magnetic moment of an electron which is revolving around a nucleus. Okay, we'll consider the Bohr model in which the electron is revolving around a certain nucleus, and we want to find the relationship between the magnetic moment and the angular momentum of this electron. So consider this situation. Consider that you have this electron which is moving around the nucleus. Okay, let's say that the radius of this electron is r. Okay, let's say that the radius of this electron revolving in this orbit is r. Okay, we can say that its magnetic moment vector m, okay, if we talk about the magnetic moment, that is going to be the current due to this electron times the area. Generally now this is the area vector, but let's say we only consider the magnitude of the magnetic moment, then that is going to be current times the area, right? Now what is going to be the current due to this electron? The current due to this electron will be charge divided by the time taken times the area. Now what is this area? It is pi r square, we can see that. Okay, now 1 by t is nothing but frequency. 1 by t is nothing but frequency. We can also write this as E times frequency times pi r square, and we can also write frequency as omega by 2 pi. So this can be written as E times omega by 2 pi times pi r square. Pi gets cancelled, so this is E omega r square whole divided by 2. Let this be equation number 1. Let this be equation number 1. Now once we have obtained this, let's talk about now the angular momentum of the electron as it is moving around this orbit. What is going to be the angular momentum? L. Remember that we can write angular momentum L as mvr, right? We can write it as mvr, mv into r. But we can also write this as, remember that V can be written as omega times R. V is omega times R. So if V is omega times R, we can write this as m omega r square. And let this be equation number 2. From both these equations we find that if I calculate m by L, magnetic moment by angular momentum, then what do I obtain on this side? I have E omega r square whole divided by 2, okay, divided by this thing which is m omega r square. Omega square cancels, so this is charge of electron divided by twice of mass of the electron. Okay, in general we can say then that the magnetic moment divided by the angular momentum vector, it is actually equal to minus E by 2m. It is equal to minus E by 2m. The reason why you have minus here is because if you consider the directions of the magnetic moment vector and the angular momentum vector, they are going to be opposite, right? If you consider the current due to the electron, it is in clockwise sense in this situation. Equivalently, the conventional current direction will be anti-clockwise, right? And so the magnetic moment is pointing actually above the plane here. Okay, M is actually pointing in k cap direction in this situation. Whereas if you look at the L vector, which is your angular momentum vector, then you will just utilize the right hand rule and you will see that since it is clockwise, the L vector is pointing inwards. Okay, L vector is pointing into the plane of the screen or in the negative k cap direction. This is going to be in the negative k cap direction. Okay, that is why there is a negative sign. So the magnetic moment by angular momentum is coming out to be E by 2m. We consider magnitude charge upon twice of mass. Okay, let's consider an example. Let's consider an example which is not of an electron and nucleus but a general situation. Okay, let's consider an example. Let's say that I have a disk. Let's have a disk The disk carries a charge of q and the disk is rotating about its axis at angular speed omega. Okay, then we want to find the magnetic moment of this disk. Let's say we want to find the magnetic moment of this disk. Then how do we find the magnetic moment of this disk? We can directly say that the magnetic moment, magnitude of magnetic moment by angular momentum, will be equal to charge present on this disk divided by twice of its mass. Okay, then what is going to be m vector? M vector is L QL divided by twice of m. Now what is angular momentum here? Angular momentum I can easily find using I omega, since this is a rigid body. Okay, and what is going to be the moment of inertia of the disk? It is going to be half mr square, let's say the radius is r, times omega. This gets cancelled, so you have q omega r square upon 4, and this is the magnetic moment of this disk. Okay, another way would have been to actually take a small section of this disk. Okay, another way would have been to actually take a small section of this disk and imagine a small element here and find the magnetic moment due to this small element and then integrate it over to get that. But an easier method is to find magnetic moment in this manner. Okay, so I hope the relation between magnetic moment and angular momentum is clear.